up, guys? Benny. The White House is one of the most secure places on Earth, but it still can be a dangerous place. I went to the White House in 2020 and watched Rand Paul get assaulted and nearly killed outside of the White House. It's all on tape. It's crazy. There were like mobs that were gathered outside. It was Trump's RNC convention speech, right? They did it live at the White House. Anyway, there was a car that smashed into the White House gate, for instance, earlier this week. Obviously, there's no such thing as 100% security in these moments. And, well, it's a scary time. Islamists everywhere. Drone swarms, missing drones inside of army bases. You know, you got to be careful, as they say. But the UFC has plowed ahead, the fighters they are, announcing that they will be hosting the Freedom 250 White House card, and it's going to be lit. Lots of great fighters, and what is set to be a rowdy night at the White House. I've already asked for a ticket. I don't know if I'm going to get one, but this is one I want to go see. You can see what it's going to look like. I mean, this is just going to be unbelievable. Look at that. They're going to build a massive stadium there, the Octagon. It's going to be wild. I mean, that's just going to be epic, dude. Look at that. Anyway, here's some of the renderings from UFC. Dana White reveals a sneak peek. You'll be able to watch it live. Oh, you'll be able to see the weigh-ins here at the Lincoln Memorial. How cool is that? You'll be able to see what what the fighters see. Look at that giant structure they're building. Anyway, again, I will openly confess to you that I have already asked for tickets. I have no idea if we can do that. I'm a big fan of Bo Nickel. I know that dude. It's awesome. This dude's awesome. Anyway, what will happen next? Well, Joe Rogan, who of course calls every single UFC fight, is concerned about terrorism and everyone's safety at this event. I mean, boy, it would be quite a target, right? Like, I guess, not to be macabre or anything, but it is the modern era. You do got to be a realist here. And there have been quite a few terrorist attacks. And so I'm sure security will be at an absolute maximum. Joe Rogan has issued a terrifying warning ahead of his summer's UFC White House event, revealing concerns that it will be targeted by Iran. June 14th, U.S. President Donald Trump will watch Dana White promotion touches down the White House South Lawn for the historic UFC 250. However, like many fans, Rogan has expressed his concerns over the safety regulations for the event, given the recent conflicts. On Thursday, FBI alerted California that law enforcement was potentially expecting a drone strike. With this all considered, Rogan, who regularly commentates at UFC events, says he will likely be in the booth on Fight Night, spoke out on the issue on his podcast. Rogan displayed, it sounds crazy. We're going to have very high security, high stress, and weird to have a fight at the White House in the middle of an effing war. Here's Rogan.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the White House card? That looks really good.
Yes. I'm excited. It sounds crazy. I know it's going to be very high security and high stress and weird to have a fight at the White House in the middle of a war. But I would hope the war will be sorted out by June, but quite honestly, I'm not confident that that's going to be the case.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so that would be weird.
Yeah.
Having this very high-profile event where everybody's in one place at one time right there.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
So you're not excited to be
Well,
there?
that seems like
Yeah.
seems like you're asking for.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I hadn't
Yeah.
thought of that at all.
How could you not think of that?
Well, because I'm
Literally at
not
the
going to
White
be
House.
there. You're the one that has to think of it. I was just like, this is a great lineup. I look
Yeah.
forward to the fights.
Yeah.
Because
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if there's going to be a war going on at that point. Trump often is somebody who fights these wars so quickly that, you don't even know if you're in favor or against them by the time the war is actually over. That's how it went down, right, in Mexico and in Venezuela and probably in Cuba coming up. But Iran seems like a little bit of a different bear. We'll see. Dana White reveals the UFC is giving away 85,000 tickets. The White House event for free.
The way that the White House is laid out,
You got the White House, you got the South Lawn, and then there's a road, and then the Ellipse is a park that's right there. We're going to be ticketing 85,000 people in the Ellipse, and the tickets are free. And we'll announce.
Kind of cool. Oh, maybe I'll go after all. Joe Rogan concerned about UFC at the White House. It's going to be high security, high stress. It's going to be weird, says Joe Rogan. Dana White revealed the UFC White House card will have 6 fighters. He's looking to add more. The word is your surprise edition may be Conor McGregor. Dana White says that's interesting. What could go wrong? All right. Announce that you're running for president of Ireland. There at the White House card. Brother, what are the logistics of this event? 85,000 people in the White House at UFC during a war? I don't know. They've done it before. You know, obviously President Trump walks into these UFC events. There are tens of thousands in the arenas. But, you know, the arenas are enclosed. They're always worried about President Trump. Snipers, drones, things like that. Trump having the time of his life, though, at UFC. Imagine being 78 with 5 children, having a UFC champion belt, being loved by everyone. The left can't stand this. This was Donald Trump, I think before, what is this, June 8th, 2025. Okay. This would be a couple of months into the second administration. UFC champion Kevin Holland immediately runs over, shakes hands with President Trump. Expect to see a lot of this. It'll be a night for content, that is for certain. Erupts with massive cheers for Donald Trump. That's how it always goes. I mean, it's loud. We've heard it before. It's loud. It's rowdy. It's fun. And, well, we're looking forward to, at the very least, watching it. Maybe we'll be there. We'll see. But you just got to be careful these days. President Trump says that there are sleeper cells in the United States, Iranian sleeper cells, and they're watching them. Maybe arrest them before the UFC card. Because I want to go. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.